There are moments in sports when the script gets thrown out, when the expected path is hijacked by raw, undeniable talent and chaos follows in its wake. In Cleveland, that moment has arrived. A rookie quarterback, once considered a long shot, is now turning the Browns' world upside down. But this isn't just about talent. It's about power, division, and a locker room on the edge of implosion. Multiple sources have confirmed the Cleveland Browns are in the middle of a growing internal crisis, and at the heart of it all is rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. What? Started as a typical quarterback competition during training, camp has escalated into a full-blown identity crisis for the franchise. Sanders, a fifth-round pick, wasn't expected to make waves this early. But in just a few weeks, he's become the most talked about name in the building, and not everyone's happy about it. Veterans are reportedly divided. Some are shocked by how quickly a rookie has risen through the ranks. Others are simply questioning the order of things, wondering whether Sanders is being handed something he hasn't earned, or if he's just that good. Data from inside the team suggests it's the latter. Sanders has been outperforming seasoned players in nearly every key metric: accuracy, decision-making, pocket awareness, leadership. This isn't just a promising rookie campaign. This feels like the beginning of a takeover. And that brings us to Gabriel, a third-round pick, expected a traditional path, backup reps, a year or two of development, and eventually a shot at starting. But that plan is now in flames. And the fallout is getting ugly. Sources from within the QB room describe Gabriel's demeanor as increasingly distant, tense, and reactive. He avoids interacting with Sanders during meetings, keeps his distance during drills. His frustration is growing, and it's starting to show. A recent practice may have been the tipping point. Sanders, running with the third-string offense, completed 17 straight passes, including 3 touchdowns against the Browns' starting defense. The sideline reaction? Shock. One defensive leader slammed his helmet. Moments later, the offensive coordinator made a surprise call. Sanders was promoted to run with the first team. Gabriel stormed off the field, stripped off his gear, and disappeared into the locker room. From that point on, everything shifted. Veterans were left exchanging uneasy glances. Coaches began whispering about the atmosphere. This wasn't just about performance anymore. It had become a cultural clash. Internally, coaches are reportedly alarmed by Gabriel's unraveling. He's stopped attending optional throwing sessions, canceled meetings with receivers, checked out mentally during film reviews, and even more troubling, he's been documenting everything: reps, coaching interactions, locker assignments, equipment preferences, even the tone of media coverage. Sources say he's sending it all to his agent in an attempt to build a case for unfair treatment privately. Staff have started to worry about his mental well-being, and the divide in the locker room. It's real. Older players are sticking to tradition, the belief that rookies should climb the ladder slowly, but younger guys are siding with merit. Okay, to them, Sanders deserves the spotlight. No matter his draft number, Gabriel has reportedly pulled several offensive linemen into his corner, forming a quiet but protective unit around him. Meanwhile, Sanders has gravitated toward skill players and receivers who admire his precision and poise. Even special teams. Coaches are reportedly raising concerns about the growing division across units. Social isolation has increased. Team bonding. Events are seeing fewer attendees. And while defensive players remain publicly neutral, behind closed doors, they acknowledge the truth. Sanders is different. His film study is elite. Its preparation, unmatched. He reads blitzes like a 10-year veteran. No matter how complex the coverage, he stays calm, focused. Surgical.1 coach reportedly said, Sanders processes defensive shifts faster than quarterbacks with 5 years of NFL experience. Gabriel, by comparison, is developing at a normal pace for a rookie. But besides Sanders, that contrast feels damning, and beneath all the football talk, the schemes, the reps, the metrics, lies something far more human. Dillon Gabriel is facing an existential crisis. Everything he's worked for, everything he's believed in, is now under threat. He thought he had time, a plan, a future in Cleveland now. That future is slipping away. His resentment isn't just frustration, it's fear. It's the realization that the quarterback room may no longer be his domain, that he might be the wrong guy at the wrong time, overshadowed by a generational talent who wasn't supposed to matter this much. This fast dot, and yet, through it all, Sanders has shown nothing but composure. No gloating, no arrogance, just relentless work, extra film, extra reps, offering advice, staying humble, extending a hand even when the other won't shake it. One assistant put it simply, any other rookie would have crumbled under this pressure. But Sanders, he just gets stronger. Still, don't expect a resolution anytime soon. Every perfect throw from Sanders deepens the rift. Every mistake from Gabriel tightens the screws. And this story, it's only gaining steam because what's happening in Cleveland isn't just a quarterback competition, it's a battle for the soul of a franchise. And right now, that battle is being won, not with words, but with every spiral launched by the calmest rookie in the room. After a recent team meeting, where the head coach emphasized a performance over pedigree approach, tensions inside the Browns' locker room reached a boiling point. Dillon Gabriel reportedly walked out early, visibly emotional. And that's saying something because Gabriel has built his career on being composed, focused, measured. This was different. It was raw. Coaches are now expressing serious concern, not just about his mechanics, but about his mental state. Behind the scenes, the organization is scrambling. Performance coordinators are designing team-building exercises. They're trying to patch the cracks before the regular season kicks off. But every day, that crack gets wider. Inside the team, two distinct camps are forming. On one side, you've got the Sanders supporters. They're all in on this rookie phenom, his processing speed. Off the charts. His talent. Rare. So rare, in fact, that the offensive coordinator is reportedly building a custom play package, something that leans into Sanders' strengths and protects him from underdeveloped areas. And here's the kicker, some veteran receivers are now privately asking for more reps with Sanders. That says a lot, especially given the politics of aligning too closely with a rookie. On the other side, Terriel's backers are holding the line. They point to the draft investment made in him, the importance of a traditional development arc, and the psychological toll of watching a teammate leapfrog you before the season even starts. That tension, it's building organizational pressure. Because this decision, who starts, who sits, not just about football, it's about identity. It's about what kind of team the Browns are trying to be. Sanders brings immediate upside. His playmaking might be the cure for those slow starts that have haunted Cleveland in recent years. Starts that often led to desperate mid-season overhauls. But Gabriel's unraveling could erode the chemistry the team has relied on, especially on the defensive side, where cohesion has been the Browns' backbone. This is not your typical QB competition. This is a full-blown crisis one that's emotional, strategic, and political. Sources inside the building say the front office is rolling out a never-before-used mitigation plan. They've expanded the leadership council to include more veteran voices. They're changing practice formats. They're launching targeted intervention sessions to confront the tension directly. And Gabriel, he's now in personalized counseling, trying to stay afloat in what's become a destabilizing storm. All of this points to one thing: Cleveland knows the stakes. This isn't a rough patch, it's a foundational reckoning. And while Gabriel struggles, Sanders is thriving not just in practice, but in the spotlight. He's deflecting media questions, staying locked in, keeping the conversation team first. One staffer put it plainly: he's silencing the noise with execution. No drama, just results and the front office. They're listening, but so is ownership. Sources say Cleveland's owners are captivated not just by Sanders' on-field performance, but by his marketability, his brand, his social media reach. We're talking serious commercial potential here. Sanders is moving jerseys at 4 times the rate of Gabriel. Camp attendance is up. Weekday crowds are erupting during his reps. Local businesses are launching Sanders-themed promos. Even youth groups are asking for public appearances. In the blink of an eye, a 5th-round pick has become the face of the franchise. But here's the twist: sex brings pressure. Sanders is now being fast-tracked. Pitches are tightening up. His mechanics, he's running blitz recognition drills at double speed, and the head coach, he's enforcing a media embargo to keep the kid focused. That's how intense this has become. Meanwhile, Gabriel is still receiving support, but his behavior is becoming harder to ignore. And around the league, the phones are ringing. G-Miz are calling. Other teams want in. They see the tape. They see the opportunity. So now the Browns are at a crossroads. 2 quarterbacks. One team, a 5th-round breakout and a 3rd-round investment clashing at the heart of a development philosophy that's being tested in real time. This is what happens when a franchise fails to plan for sudden talent explosions. Without clear expectations and structure, raw potential becomes chaos. And the long-term consequences, they could ripple through multiple seasons if this situation isn't resolved. Gabriel's disconnect could fracture the quarterback room. Communication could break down. Trust could erode. And that foundation the team was building, gone. This moment isn't just about a coaching decision. It's about identity. Do the Browns truly believe in meritocracy? Can they manage emotional fallout while still prioritizing winning? Because if they push Sanders too fast, Gabriel might check out for good. But if they hesitate, they might leave wins on the table. There is a middle path: gradual elevation for Sanders, psychological reinforcement for Gabriel. But that path takes precision, patience, leadership. The truth is, teams across the NFL are watching. They're rethinking their scouting. They're wondering how Sanders slipped to round 5. And they're questioning whether Cleveland is ready. To evolve, this isn't about who gets the most reps at practice. This is about how you handle lightning in a bottle. Do you let it shine, or do you trap it with fear? For the Browns, the next few weeks will define more than a depth chart. They'll reveal what kind of organization this truly is. Are they ready to rise? Or will this be another chapter in a history of potential ... squandered? Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your take in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.